everybody, Miss Meg here. Welcome to the February episode of Fun Family Fixens. And on the menu today, we have one of my favorite drinks of all time. It's the classic Shirley Temple. Now, before we go ahead and build it, I want to give you a little bit of fun factual history about the magnificent child actress we all know as Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple was a young actress around the time of the Depression during the 1920s, 1930s, and she was the biggest child star throughout the entire nation, helping everybody recover from the Great Depression. And she brought like a symbol of hope and joy during a depressing time. And then she was basically a huge movie star by the time she was 9 years old, and in so many movies and so many she's a very good singer, she was a good dancer. She basically was the original triple threat, and basically a singer, dancer, and actor. That's what a triple threat is. And a very good book that I definitely recommend. She has there's a lot of books about her out, but for mom and dad, that's her autobiography called Child Star, and that'll tell you everything she went through during her time as a child actress. But she loved sweet, she loved soda, and that's what this drink was all about. So I have my mason jar here filled with ice. And then the first ingredient I'm going to put into my mason jar is lime essential oil. I'm going to put a drop in. You can also use a splash of lime juice, and you can put in, as much you decide. If you like it more acidic and more with a punch, feel free. But the original actually called for a splash, so you don't want too much in there. And then the soda part, or pop part, if we're here in the Buffalo country. Ginger ale. Ginger ale is one of my all-time favorites. I love the flavor it has. I love the spice to it. And ginger is very, very good for your stomach. So, about 3/4 of a cup of ginger ale. And let the fizz, wait till it starts fizzing. So that's perfect. You can add a little bit more if you like. I'm going to because I really like ginger ale. Perfect. All right, and then the final ingredient I'm going to put in here is something called Grenadine. Now, I want base safety tip for this stuff. There are 3 different types of Grenadine that's out on the shelf. 0 alcohol, 1% alcohol, and 3+% alcohol. You want the one that has 0% alcohol, because some of it does have, even though it's 1%, it does still contain alcohol. But there are some, like, I know sometimes it's called like cherry syrup that you can find in the, I know at Wegmans, it's sometimes with the hot fudge and sundae toppings. That is what you can use with that. I think I did use that in the cherry limeade episode of this. But this one you want to use with the 0% alcohol. So I got my cherry right here. I like to do 4 circles. Perfect. And then also, my favorite culinary term ever, garnish. You can garnish with a lime wedge if you like. You can squirt a little lime juice in there too. But I am not going to do that with mine because, unfortunately, I am fresh out of fresh limes, and I know I'm somebody that likes to use certain ingredients for multiple purposes. And if this is the only thing that I'm going to be using a lime for, I usually find another recipe or another drink to use so I can use that lime juice in with it. But today, I don't. So this is your classic Shirley Temple. So I'm going to have a little taste. I can taste the lime from the essential oil, the tartness and sweetness from the ginger and the ginger ale, and definitely the sweet cherry finish perfects it up to the top. So Thank you for joining me on this episode of Fun Family Fixins. And if you haven't already, be sure to check out our special Valentine's Day edition of the cooking demo, where I do a steak dinner for two. And also be on the lookout every Thursday at 10:30 for our virtual toddler time program with Miss Lisa and Miss Patty for your little ones. And again, special shout out and special thank you to Jennifer Johnson, all the staff over at the Lackawanna Library, and everybody, also Mary Jean Jakubowski, and Joy Testacinquino, and everybody over at the Central Library for allowing us to still do these virtual programs. And I am so blessed that I can still bring them to you via our social media platforms. And a quick reminder that we are available via Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where this program will be posted for all your viewing pleasure. And thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Fun Family Fixins. And be on the lookout next month in March, where I demonstrate another drink. And I will see you next time. Cheers, guys.